Hi everyone, this is a brief demonstration of how to log into the JupyterHub, which is how we will be running all of the Python content at COESSING 2021 this year. All right, so you all should have received or will receive a schedule like this if you've registered for COESSING 2021. You may have received one already that doesn't have all of the links available yet, but you will receive that soon if you haven't already. And it should look something like this. You can scroll through, and I encourage you to read everything. There's a lot of information here. And then we have this nice schedule for you. And because we're going to talk here about Python, let's say you're interested in this Python tutorial about echo. So I can actually click on that box, and it will take me to more information about this session. So this is about echo. You can see there are a lot of events associated with echo. We have a pre-recorded lecture, we have a lab, some tutorials, and a Q&A session, and there's also a Slack channel. So this is where you can get all of that information. We're going to talk today about the lab, so the Python activity, and you see this link to lab activity here and this link to JupyterHub. You're going to click that, and it will take you to this landing page here. So as you can see, this is the JupyterHub just for us, just for COESSING, which is pretty cool. It has our nice logo. This was set up by the company 2i2c, so that's what you see there. They very generously supporting us, supporting the hub this year and sponsoring it, which is really, really exciting. We're very excited to partner with them. All right, so you will log in to continue, and it will take you to a page that looks like this, and you will click this link. That's the only option you have, and this is why I needed your Google emails, because you will sign in with a Google account. So you'll go ahead and click that. You can choose your Google account, sign in, and then you may have to wait several minutes while the hub starts up, and that will depend on a few factors. I have already pulled up one here, so this is what it'll look like once the hub opens after those few minutes. And it should look something like this. So if you're not familiar with what this is JupyterLab. So it's very similar to a Jupyter notebook setup, if you're used to that from previous years. But JupyterLab is kind of the way things are pushing now because it kind of has everything consolidated. So if we go over here, we can move this over, and you can see that we have a bunch of different files here, and in fact most of them are Python notebook files. So that's this .ipynb extension. So let's open one of those up. If you double click on it, then we can move this back over to get some more space. You can see that it opened up a Jupyter notebook for me. So we can, I was already playing with this. We can evaluate this here. We see that it works, and we run a Jupyter notebook just like we're used to. If we go back over here, if you look up above those files, you can see that there's a path. So if we click on this folder here, this is your home folder. We can see that there are 3 folders within this. I'll make this longer again. You can ignore this notebooks one. That's actually an old version that you won't see when you log in. But this hub, COESSING 2021 hub, that's the folder where all of the notebooks are for all of the tutorials, the Python tutorials. And if we go back, we see there's a shared folder. If I double click on that, we can see that there are lots of data files here, and these are all the data that are not already on the cloud but are being used in Python labs. So if you ever need a path to data, it will be this path here. Okay, so let's go back in here. Let's open another one. So if we open this echo tutorial notebook here, we can see again, it's just a Jupyter notebook as we're used to. And you can see there are these green dots next to these two because they're both open. So even if I close them here, then these green dots still stay open, and that actually means that the kernel that runs the Python code is still playing. If you go to this tab here with the stop symbol, you can see that there are these kernel sessions. It'll list all of the ones that are running, and you can shut them down if you're done using them. You probably won't need to use this much, but if you open up a lot all at once, sometimes it can slow down. So that's good to know. I think the last thing I wanted to mention is if you, so you can open these notebooks. They will already be populated. You can add whatever you want. You can say plus 100, and you've just changed it. It will save all of your changes. So if you've just gone through one of these, and you can even make little notes to yourself in any of these. You can, if you want to save this, because all of these are currently saved on your own hub home folder here. And the hub probably will not last forever. We hope that it will last a couple weeks after the school. But if you'd like to save these Jupyter notebooks that you can run on your computer later, you can right click and you have all of these options here, and you can click download and it will download it for you. So I hope that helps. I'm very excited to be working with all of you and to do some cloud computing. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you all on Slack and at the Python tutorials.